Hello students, welcome back to the class. So the last class we have discussed about 74th Amendment of Indian Constitution. In this class we will discuss about what are the other functions. Okay, what are the various functions and power and functions of the composition of Zilla Parishad. Okay, so in this class we will discuss about what are the functions, composition and power. Okay, we will go forward children. Zilla Praja Parishad already we have discussed. This is one of the local self government which are set up at district level. So Zilla Praja Parishad we can find mainly in district levels we can find. Okay, village level we can find Gram Panchayat, Mandal Praja Parishad we can find at Mandal level, and Zilla Praja Parishad we can find in district level. I will go forward here. So ZPP is the highest Panchayat Raj institution in which level? District level. So Zilla Praja Parishad is the highest level at district level. Okay. So we can find this is highest level at district level. We can find in district levels we can find there is a Zilla Praja Parishads are going to set up, and we can find in Telangana states there are nearly 32 Zilla Praja Parishad. So overall how many Zilla Praja Parishad we can find in Telangana? They have 32 Zilla Praja Parishad. Okay, in each and every one district there is one Zilla Praja Parishad. It means that in Telangana total number of districts are 32. So overall in 32 districts we can find children 32 Zilla Praja Parishad are going to set up. So at every district level we can find Zilla Praja Parishad is there. So one district level we can find one Zilla Praja Parishad is set up. So 32 districts are there in our states. So 32 Zilla Praja Parishad have been set up. Now come to the point of compositions. So normally when we are talking about compositions, okay, in Zilla Praja Parishads are mainly consists of 3 members. One were called as elected members. These members are elected. Okay, these members are directly elected. Okay, directly or indirectly they were elected. They were the elected members. One is ex officio members and one is co-opted members. Okay, co-opted members. Appointed. So we will go forward now. Elected members will discuss about what. So Zilla Praja Parishad, the members of Zilla Praja Parishad is called as Zilla Parishad Territorial Constituency member. Okay, children, we already know what is meant by constituency. When you are talking about this constituency, whenever elections will be conducted, our country will be divided into each and every constituency. Okay, when elections are going to conduct, so imagine we have now come to the point of Lok Sabha. Overall 545 seats are there. So all over India total number of constituencies will be divided 545. Overall 543 constituencies will be divided. Similarly, constituencies is nothing but territorial. Constituency means a particular area. So in every elections in state level also the number of constituencies will be divided, and each and every one constituency in state level MLAs will be appointed. Member of Legislative Assembly will be appointed. Similarly, in central level also elections country will be divided into constituencies where MPs will be appointed, Member of Parliament will be appointed. Now we are talking about Zilla Praja Parishad member, what they were called. The Zilla Parishad Territorial Constituency member, they were called as Zilla Parishad Territorial Constituency member. So what we have discussed here, we have discussed that the total composition of Zilla Parishad is elected members, ex officio members, co-opted members. So one is called elected, what is called elected members, ex officio members, co-opted members. Elected members, who are the elected members? The members of Zilla Praja Parishad were called as elected members. They were also called as Zilla Parishad Territorial Constituency member. Okay, so they were also called as Zilla Parishad Territorial Constituency member. Now next come to the point, ex officio members. Okay, these elected members are called as Zilla Parishad Territorial Constituency member. Now we are talking about ex officio members. Well, ex officio members are nothing but MLAs and MPs in Lok Sabha, MLC and MPs in Rajya Sabha. The member of Rajya Sabha were called as Member of Parliament. Member of Lok Sabha is also called as Member of Parliament. Difference is what here, the member of Legislative Assembly, member of Legislative Council. Okay, this all members, either from member of Legislative Assembly, member of Legislative Council, member of Lok Sabha, member of Rajya Sabha, all these members were called as ex officio members. Ex officio members, because already they were elected. They were also they were also were one of the members of Jilla Praja Parishad members. Now these members will attend the standing committees. Whenever the meetings will be organized, standing committee, in this standing committee, these all members will attend. Okay, these all members will take part in the standing committee. So Jilla Praja Parishad members will take part in the standing committee. So here this is the second point we have completed. Next one, if you see co-opted members, when we are talking about co-opted members when you are talking in Jilla Praja Parishad, there are two co-opted members. Okay, two co-opted members will be appointed for one Jilla Praja Parishad. These two co-opted members are mainly appointed from minorities. Okay, and these people are elected from the registered voters. These two members which are appointed, they should be the registered voters in the district level. So these members act as a co-opted members. So what we have discussed here, children, we have discussed many things. Once again listen, Jilla Praja Parishad, we already know that this is one of the highest level of local self government in district level. So Jilla Praja Parishad is the highest level of local self government in district level. Okay, in each and every one district we can find Jilla Praja Parishad will be set up. So overall in Telangana they have 32 districts. So total number of Jilla Praja Parishad in Telangana is 32. Okay. Now total composition of members are mainly classified into three types. One is called as elected members, ex officio members and co-opted members. So one is called elected members, ex officio members, and one is called as co-opted members. Now when we are talking about elected members, who are the elected members? The elected members were also called as the members which are elected indirectly or directly, whatever the elected members, okay, they were elected, they were called as Jilla Parishad Territorial Constituency member. Okay, Jilla Parishad. Most of the members we know, children, most of the cases some members are appointed directly, some are appointed indirectly. Okay, so some members are appointed directly, some are appointed indirectly. Okay, that is. So these members which are appointed, okay, either directly or indirectly, they were called as Jilla Parishad Territorial Constituency member. Second thing we have discussed about ex officio member. Ex officio members are nothing but MLAs. Okay, member of Legislative Assembly or member of Lok Sabha, MLC, member of Legislative Council in the member of Rajya Sabha. These members are the member of ex officio members. So these members will attend the standing committee, okay, which are conducted in Jilla Praja Parishad. Co-opted members, when we are talking, there are two co-opted members are appointed, and mainly these members are appointed from minorities. Okay, these minorities are appointed from the registered voters in the district level. The minorities are appointed. So this is nothing but this is the composition of Panchayat Raj institution, okay, in Telangana. So what we have discussed here, we have discussed about total number of 32 Jilla Parishad will be there. What are the members? The members are mainly classified into three things. One is elected members, one is ex officio members, one is co-opted members. Elected members, what the members which are elected either directly or indirectly, they were called as Jilla Parishad Territorial Constituency members. Okay. Second thing we have discussed about ex officio members. These members are mainly about the member of parliament or state legislative assembly, or member of parliament or legislative council. All these members were called as ex officio members because they are already elected, and these members will attend the meeting whenever it is conducted by standing committee. And co-opted members are mainly appointed. Two members are appointed in district level, co-opted members, and they are mainly appointed from minorities. Okay, these minorities who have registered votes in the particular district, so from that particular district co-opted members are appointed. Okay, so children, this is about the composition of Jilla Parishad. In the next topic we will discuss about what are the powers and what are the various functions of Jilla Parishad. Okay, thank you very much, children.